Do you know why Oklahoma has bad weather? It's because Texas sucks and Kansas blows. Just kidding. I have friends that live in Kansas, and actually I used to be from Texas. I grew up in Texas, so it was all love and games. But let me know down in the comment section on what you think. But we are going to be talking about Oklahoma weather, because that's one of the questions I get all the time is how is the weather here in Oklahoma? So it's way overdue. I need to make this video because the weather here in Oklahoma is very unpredictable, and we pretty much have all 4 seasons. So we're not like some of those states that have a very long cold winter, or it's pretty much spring and summer all year long. So it is a little bit different here in Oklahoma, and let me explain to you the 4 distinct seasons we have here in Oklahoma. But before I forget, my name is Steven. I'm a realtor here in the greater Tulsa area, and I would love to help you move, visit, or answer questions you might have about living here in Oklahoma. So now let's talk about the 4 seasons of Oklahoma. Let's start with summer, shall we? It's hot, it's humid, and the sun is relentless. So in the summer months, the average temperature is between 80 and 100 degrees. Now with the heat index, it can get above 100 degrees. And we've seen that, several times over the summer because our humidity here in Oklahoma is around 65%. So it's not as bad as Houston or close to the coast, but it is a little bit more humid here than probably the other states in the United States.
It feels really hot in here. Is it hot in here?
Now we do have thunderstorms here in the summer. We have been kind of going through a dry spell these last couple of summers, but on average we have about 50 thunderstorms each summer, which can obviously produce lightning, thunder, a lot of rain, and even tornadoes, which you guys probably have a lot of questions about those. I will get to those once we get to our spring section. The takeaways of the summers here: they're hot, they're humid, and the sun is relentless.
I'm melting.
Let's talk about one of my favorite seasons here in Oklahoma, and that is the fall. A lot of things are changing, the colors are changing. It's just a beautiful time of the year. Also, it's a beautiful time for the weather too. This is a great time to take family photos. This is one of the times that I love taking my family pictures with my family, is around fall. The leaves are pretty, the trees are pretty, and all that good stuff. Once again, it's a beautiful time. So the average temperature around the fall time is around 70 degrees, which is great coming off of the summer heat. Also, we have a little bit of thunderstorms during this time too, a little bit of rain. So we average about 20 days of rain during our fall season. And recently we have had some tornado warnings during this time, which is very abnormal and rare because we normally don't have tornadoes during the fall. But these last couple of years, we've had a couple of tornado warnings and a couple of tornadoes that actually have touched down in Oklahoma, not just Tulsa specifically, but in Oklahoma. I don't know the reason why for this. Maybe global warming, maybe climate change. I don't know, but yeah, we're getting it, and I guess that's all that matters on that. So yeah, let's move to winter. Winters here in Oklahoma are very interesting because they are considered mild, with an average temperature of 35 degrees Fahrenheit. The state typically sees about 10 days of snowfall each year. Now with that snowfall, it's important to point out that Oklahoma winters does get some ice, which this is very dangerous on, power outages and also driving conditions. So when we do get snow, there's probably going to be some ice that comes before or after it. So you might have snow on top, it might be ice on the bottom. So be very careful with that. Our last time we had some big ice storms were back in 2008 and 2012 that pretty much shut down the whole entire city, and they weren't very good. I would be more concerned about driving conditions in winter weather than tornadoes if you move here in Oklahoma, because Oklahomans do not know how to drive in ice and snow. Saying that for the record, when you come down here, even if you are a good driver, that does not mean other people are good drivers, especially in Oklahoma. So just beware.
Believe me!
Now, this is a season that a lot of people have questions about, and that's what is spring like here in Oklahoma. So this is increasing in warmer weather, increases in rainstorm. The average temperature around this time is around 60 degrees Fahrenheit. But with these things brings Mayflowers and a lot of tornadoes. So this is the time that we like to call tornado season, where we have a lot of tornadoes. We average about 40 tornadoes a year. Now there's, areas of Oklahoma that gets hit with tornadoes a lot more than the rest of the state. So if you want to see that video where I talk more about tornadoes, click that link right above us, and that will tell you a little bit more about tornadoes and what you should expect about tornadoes. But the spring brings a lot of those in. Really pretty time of year, but you got to be aware of those tornadoes too.
Okay, just be alert.
Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned something new about the weather here in Oklahoma. If you don't mind liking and subscribing, maybe leaving a comment on this video, it keeps me motivated to keep bringing you content about Oklahoma. Also, if you want to reach out to me, you can find that in the description below, or you can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and DM me there. I'd love to talk to you about your move here to Oklahoma potentially, or if you're just thinking about it. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next video. Steven, out.